I came to Janssen Neuroscience shortly after my father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Officially, I'm the only scientist in the family, but I learned how to be a scientist from my dad. He approached everything in his life as a scientist. His main hobby was brewing beer, and I have a notebook from the mid-1980s to the late 2000s of more than 400 different beer experiments that he performed. In the last week of his life, he was able to meet his first great-grandchild, and anybody's life is going to be better for having met my dad, even if very briefly. What my dad really taught us all was about resilience. Things don't always go the way you plan, things don't always go the way you would like, but you don't let that break you. You stand back and you say, okay, universe, challenge accepted, and then you find joy in the creative problem solving that comes next. What I really love about being a data scientist is it's essentially a job being a detective. So if you think about it, when Sherlock Holmes goes and investigates a crime scene, it's usually the small details in the corner that nobody else notices that leads to his breakthrough. In the same way, as a data scientist, our job is to bring together all data, big and small, data of a lot of different types, data that's maybe seemingly inconsequential, and by fitting it all together in a puzzle, finding the insights that otherwise would go unnoticed. As it stands today, there is no cure for Alzheimer's disease, and that's not a legacy that we want to pass down to subsequent generations. It's really a critical time for pharmaceutical companies to be investing in research and development. We kind of stand at a golden era for science, where there's a backlog of insights that we need to capitalize on, and the role of the pharmaceutical company is to translate that all the way to benefit patients today. At Janssen, I really have the opportunity to help in the way that I can, which is from the scientific side. And I'm optimistic that we're close to changing the face of Alzheimer's disease for the next generation of patients. If my dad were here today, he would look at the challenges involved in finding a cure for Alzheimer's disease, and he would remind us, you can do hard things. And then he would probably tell us all to go for a run.